Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly create the life of their dreams while others feel stuck in repetitive cycles? What if I told you that your mind has the power to shape your reality? Dr. Joe Dispenza, a pioneer in neuroscience and human transformation, teaches us that by reprogramming our minds, we can break free from limitations and step into a life of infinite possibilities. Today, I will share 6 key principles inspired by his groundbreaking work to help you transcend reality and create the life you truly desire. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. Every moment, your mind generates thousands of thoughts, shaping the way you perceive the world, interact with others, and experience life. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that our thoughts are not just passive mental activities, they are powerful signals that influence our emotions, actions, and ultimately our destiny. What you consistently think about, you begin to feel. What you feel, you start to believe. And what you believe, you begin to experience in your physical world. The science behind this concept is profound. Every thought produces a biochemical reaction in your brain. When you think a stressful or fearful thought, your brain releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, signaling your body to prepare for danger. Even if there is no real threat, your body reacts as if there is. Over time, if negative thinking becomes habitual, it conditions your brain and body to live in a constant state of stress, reinforcing patterns of worry, doubt, and anxiety. This cycle keeps you trapped, reliving the same emotions and attracting the same experiences. On the other hand, when you intentionally generate thoughts of gratitude, success, and joy, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These feel-good neurotransmitters not only elevate your mood, but also rewire your brain to seek more positive experiences. This is how your thoughts shape your perception of reality. What you focus on expands. If your attention is always on problems, you will find more problems. But if you shift your focus to solutions, opportunities, and possibilities, your mind will align with those experiences. Dr. Dispenza often explains this phenomenon through the principle of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself based on repeated thoughts and experiences. Your brain doesn't know the difference between an event that happens in real life and one that is vividly imagined. This means that when you repeatedly think about your goals, visualize your success, and feel the emotions of achievement, your brain starts to create neural pathways that make those outcomes more likely. Over time, this process strengthens, making your new thought patterns second nature. Most people, however, unknowingly program their minds for failure. They wake up each day with the same thoughts, relive the same emotions, and reinforce the same limiting beliefs. Their body becomes conditioned to past experiences, and they unconsciously recreate their past in the present. Breaking free from this cycle requires conscious effort. The first step is awareness, paying attention to your inner dialogue and recognizing patterns of negative self-talk. Are you constantly doubting yourself? Are you focusing on what you lack instead of what you have? Awareness is key because you cannot change what you do not observe. Once you become aware of your thoughts, the next step is to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. If you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," pause and reframe those thoughts. Instead, say, "I am capable of achieving great things," or "I attract success effortlessly." At first, this might feel unnatural, but with repetition, your mind begins to accept these new beliefs as truth. Visualization is another powerful tool to reprogram your thoughts. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself living your dream life, your brain fires in the same way it would if the experience were actually happening. The more real you can make your visualization, engaging all your senses and feeling the emotions of success, the more effective it becomes. Your brain begins to believe that your desired future is already happening, and it starts working to align your reality with that vision. Beyond thoughts, emotions play a crucial role in this process. It's not enough to just think positively, you must also feel the emotions associated with your desired outcome. If you want success, feel the excitement and confidence of achieving it. If you want love, feel the warmth and connection as if it's already present in your life. By embodying these emotions in the present moment, you signal to your brain and body that your future reality is already unfolding. Reprogramming your mind requires consistency. Just as negative thinking can become a habit, so can positive thinking. Start small, spend a few minutes each day visualizing your goals, practicing gratitude, and replacing limiting thoughts. Over time, these small efforts compound, creating a new mental and emotional state that aligns with the life you desire. Your thoughts are not just passing ideas. They are the blueprint for your reality. The more intentional you become about shaping your thoughts, the more control you gain over your future. If you want to change your life, start by changing your mind. Breaking free from the past is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward transforming your life. Joe Dispenza teaches that many people live in a cycle of repetitive thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, constantly recreating their past in the present. The reason for this is simple. The brain is wired for familiarity. When we repeatedly think about past events, especially painful or limiting ones, our brain strengthens the neural connections associated with those experiences, making it harder to move forward. However, true transformation happens when we learn to detach from past conditioning and start living in the present moment. Most people wake up every day with the same thoughts as the day before. They remember past failures, betrayals, and disappointments, and their body immediately responds with the same emotional reactions: stress, sadness, anger, or fear. These emotions trigger the same behaviors, leading to the same experiences and reinforcing the same identity. In other words, their past continues to define them because their mind and body are addicted to familiar patterns. Science shows that by the time we reach adulthood, most of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are automated, running on subconscious programming that keeps us stuck in predictable cycles. To break free from the past, the first step is awareness. You must recognize the mental and emotional patterns that are keeping you tied to old experiences. Ask yourself, what past stories am I replaying in my mind? What emotions do I feel most often? Do I react to situations in the same way I always have? Awareness is the key to disrupting these unconscious patterns. The moment you become aware that you are living in the past, you create the possibility of change. The second step is shifting your focus. Dr. Dispenza often says, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. If your attention is constantly on past pain, regret, or resentment, you are giving your energy to something that no longer exists. The past has already happened. It only continues to affect you because you keep it alive in your mind. Instead, you must learn to shift your focus to the present moment and, more importantly, to the future you want to create. One of the most effective ways to do this is through meditation. Meditation allows you to quiet the mind, detach from past memories, and reprogram your subconscious. When you meditate, you enter a state where you can observe your thoughts without being controlled by them. You create space between you and your past, giving yourself the freedom to choose new thoughts and emotions. Over time, meditation helps you rewire your brain so that old triggers no longer have power over you. Another essential step in breaking free from the past is changing your emotional state. Many people hold on to past experiences because they are emotionally attached to them. For example, if someone was hurt in a past relationship, they may carry feelings of distrust and fear into new relationships, unconsciously expecting the same outcome. These emotions keep them trapped in a cycle of repeating the past. Dr. Dispenza teaches that in order to create a new future, you must generate new emotions. Instead of waiting for something external to make you feel happy, confident, or free, you must first cultivate those feelings within yourself. By consciously choosing to feel elevated emotions like gratitude, love, and joy, you signal to your brain and body that you are no longer living in the past. Visualization is another powerful tool for releasing the past. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine the future you want, your brain begins to form new neural connections, shifting your focus away from past limitations. Instead of identifying with old stories of failure or pain, you start to identify with a new, empowered version of yourself. The more you visualize your ideal future with strong emotion, the more real it becomes in your mind and eventually in your reality. One of the biggest challenges people face when trying to move forward is their environment. If you surround yourself with people who reinforce your past identity, whether through negative conversations, shared trauma, or limiting beliefs, it will be much harder to break free. Change often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone and surrounding yourself with new influences. Read books that inspire you, listen to motivational speakers, and spend time with people who reflect the future you want to create, not the past you're trying to escape. Finally, be patient with yourself. Breaking free from the past is not an overnight process. It takes commitment and daily effort. You may find yourself falling back into old thought patterns, but the key is to catch yourself and make a different choice. Each time you choose a new thought, a new reaction, or a new emotion, you weaken the grip of the past and strengthen your ability to create a new future. Your past does not define you unless you allow it to. You are not your mistakes, your failures, or your struggles. You have the power to reinvent yourself at any moment. The moment you decide to let go of old stories and step into a new identity, you take back control of your life. The past is only a memory, but your future is yours to create. In the journey toward personal transformation, one of the most crucial concepts emphasized by Dr. Joe Dispenza is that your body and mind must align in order to create lasting change. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions are deeply interconnected, and true transformation occurs when we harmonize these elements to support our desired reality. If we want to manifest a new life, we must first ensure that both our mind and body are in sync with the vision we seek to create. Without alignment, the energy we emit will be scattered, and the results we desire may remain elusive. The mind is the starting point for all change. Every thought we think, whether conscious or subconscious, influences our perceptions, decisions, and emotions. Dr. Dispenza's work highlights how our thoughts are not just abstract mental processes, but powerful signals that the brain sends to the body. When we think about something, our brain releases specific neurochemicals that affect our emotions and bodily state. For example, when we think about something stressful or fearful, our brain produces stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which then trigger a fight or flight response in the body. This response prepares the body to act in the face of danger. But when these reactions occur too frequently, due to chronic negative thinking or past trauma, the body becomes overwhelmed and stuck in a state of constant alert. On the other hand, when we think positive, empowering thoughts, such as thoughts of gratitude, love, or success, our brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These positive neurochemicals help create a sense of well-being and relaxation in the body, fostering a sense of alignment between the two. This is why Dr. Dispenza often emphasizes the importance of cultivating elevated emotions such as joy, love, and appreciation, because when these emotions are felt consistently, they signal the body that the desired changes have already taken place, even before they manifest in reality. However, while the mind is an essential starting point, true change cannot occur unless the body also aligns with the mind. The body is not merely a vessel that follows the commands of the mind. It has its own memory and programming. Over time, the body becomes conditioned to respond to certain emotions and experiences, especially those tied to past trauma or habitual patterns. For example, if a person has spent years living with anxiety or fear, their body may become accustomed to feeling tense or on edge, even when there is no immediate threat. The body's nervous system becomes wired to respond to these emotions automatically, reinforcing the mind's perception of danger or limitation. To break free from this cycle and align the body with the mind, it is crucial to reprogram the body's response to emotional triggers. Meditation, a practice central to Dr. Dispenza's teachings, plays a significant role in this process. Through meditation, we can move beyond the autonomic nervous system's control and engage in conscious self-regulation. When we meditate, we create a space where we can observe our thoughts and emotions without being controlled by them. This awareness allows us to detach from old emotional responses and recondition the body to experience new feelings, such as relaxation, peace, and confidence. Meditation also helps us reduce the body's reliance on past emotional patterns. As we enter a state of deep focus and awareness, we access the subconscious mind, where the body's habitual reactions are stored. By consciously generating elevated emotions such as gratitude and joy, we begin to train the body to respond differently to situations that once triggered negative emotions. Over time, the body starts to reflect the new emotional state, aligning with the mind's vision for the future. This alignment is essential for long-lasting transformation, as the mind and body begin to work together rather than operate in opposition. Visualization is another powerful tool for aligning the body and mind. When we visualize a desired outcome, whether it's improved health, success, or fulfillment, we are essentially rehearsing the experience in our mind. The brain does not distinguish between a real event and one vividly imagined. When we engage in visualization, we are not only sending signals to the brain, but also to the body. As we imagine ourselves living our desired reality, the body begins to respond by releasing the same chemicals and sensations associated with that reality. This is why it's essential to visualize not just the external outcome, but the internal emotions and physical sensations as if they are already happening. By feeling the emotions of success or happiness while visualizing, we reinforce the alignment between body and mind. In addition to meditation and visualization, it's important to practice embodying the emotions we wish to experience in our daily lives. The more we practice feeling the emotions of our desired future, the more naturally they will become part of our being. As we shift our emotional state, the body begins to synchronize with this new energy, creating coherence between the mind's intentions and the body's responses. Ultimately, alignment between the mind and body is about coherence. When the thoughts, feelings, and actions are in harmony, we can more effectively create the reality we desire. The key is to understand that transformation is not only a mental process, but also a physical one. It requires not only changing our thoughts and beliefs, but also reconditioning our bodies to reflect these changes. When the mind and body align, we become powerful creators, capable of manifesting the life we've always dreamed of. The journey toward alignment is one of self awareness, conscious intention, and emotional mastery. But the rewards are profound. Greater health, happiness, and fulfillment await those who commit to this inner work.